Hello and welcome mga kaibigan sa ating programang Usual na Truth. Ito naman po si Erwin Silva at atin naman talakayan ngayon mga kaibigan ang isang mahalagang selebrasyon ng Roman Catholic Church every June 24. At ito nga po yung kanina pinag-iidiinan mga kaibigan. Ito po ay birthday ni John para po kanilang ma-support na tama yung kanilang calculation ng December 25 yung birthday ni Jesus Christ. At ito nga itong alamin mga kaibigan at ito po ay 11 na po ng gawain ng Babylon ng Revelation 17. At ito mga kaibigan atin pong alamin. At ito po ating babasahin mga kaibigan ng Revelation chapter 17 verse 2. Always natin pong binabasa ito mga kaibigan upang atin pong maintindihan at maunawaan yung ating pinag-uusapan ngayon. At ito po mga kaibigan, in whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have made drunk with the wine of their fornication. Alam naman na po natin mga kaibigan kung sino yung woman. This is the Roman Catholic Church, and the seven-headed beast, kaya siya papacy. And the wine din mga kaibigan, ibig sabihin po niyan, yan po ang doctrine. Ayun yun lang pong balikan yung mga video natin about the woman of Revelation 17 and 18, the wine of Babylon, yung Revelation 17, part 1, para malaman po natin. At saka yung comparison between the sea beast and Jesus Christ. Kasi po, dyan po yung mga videos na yan ay ang key to understand kung sino po itong mga symbolism na ito. Ito po mga kaibigan, there was in the days of Herod, the king of Judea, a certain priest named Zachariah, of the course of Abaya, at nalaman na po natin ito mga kaibigan, na itong si Abaya was Abijah in the Old Testament, kung saan po binigyan po siya ng task yung isang pamilya ni Abaya to perform the duty in the sanctuary. Kasi po meron pong inassign si King David each week, every family to service the sanctuary. At napagalaman natin po mga kaibigan, that is the third month of the Hebrews calendar. Sivan yata yung mga kaibigan. Ito ating tatalakayin ito yung mamaya kaibigan. No? At ito po mga kaibigan ng Sivan between May and June. At dyan po napag-alaman natin na nagpakita si Angel Gabriel kay Zachariah at dyan po nabuntis si Elizabeth at yung anak po nila ay si John the Baptist. So kung dyan po pinagbubuntis ni Elizabeth si John the Baptist, so as usual po mga kaibigan, bilangin po natin yung 10 weeks o 40 weeks, no? The 10 months na yung baby ay dinadala ng isang nanay, no? Kasi po si John din naman was the firstborn. So, every firstborn baby, girl, male or female man yan, always po yan 10 months po, mga kaibigan. At ito po, mga kaibigan, atin bilangin kung saan nga bababagsak yung 10 months at saan yun pinanganak si John the Baptist, no? So, bilangin natin, Chamos, isa, Eve, dalawa, Elul, tatlo, Tisri, apat, Chisban, 5, Kisleb, 6, Tibet, 7, Shibat, 8, Adar, Siyam, and Nisan 10. So, ibig po sabihin mga kaibigan, si John the Baptist po was born in the month of Nisan. That's between March and April po mga kaibigan. So, maling-mali naman po talaga yung kanilang ginagawang competition ng Roman Catholic Church. At alam naman na po natin yung mga kaibigan sa isang video natin na December 25. Tingnan nyo lang po. In Revelation chapter, The Wine of Babylon of Revelation 17, at that is the title, part 10 po. At yun po ay December 25. O kaya naman Christmas Day. Tingnan nyo lang po ang video din. The explanation of the whole. No? So alam natin mga kaibigan, based on the prophecy, no, alam na alam ng mga Hudyo, ng mga skriba, ng mga priest, at ng mga interpreter of the law, alam nila na yung Panginoon ay magdadala ng isang propeta in the spirit of Elijah. At yan po mga kaibigan, mababasa natin, no, doon sa Malakay. No, ito po pala mga kaibigan, no, that John the Baptist was born in the feast of unleavened bread. At alam po ng mga skriba, alam po ng mga priest, ng mga interpreter of the law, na yung the Spirit, ang propeta po na ipapanganak before si Christ mag-uumpisa ng kanyang ministry, ay meron po munang uunang propeta in the spirit of Elijah. No? At alam nila na yung propeta na yun, mga kaibigan, ay mapapanganak during the Feast of Unleavened Bread. At ito nga po yung isang prophecy dyan, mga kaibigan, in Malachi chapter 4. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great day, the great dreadful day of the Lord. Yan po, mga kaibigan, meron po kasing cup dyan, mga kaibigan, no? Yung cup na yan, makita nyo sa video. Every, ano po, mga kaibigan, every Feast of Unleavened Bread, kanila pong ginagamit yan, no, mga kaibigan. At meron pong nakalagay dyan na pangalan ni Elijah that was represent, mga kaibigan, na hinihintay nila yung isang prophet na will come in the spirit of Elijah during the Feast of Unleavened Bread, no? Para hindi nila makalimutan, mga kaibigan, ng mga priest na in the future, no, na magserbisyo sa sanctuary. Palagi po nilang ma-remember, mga kaibigan, na yung prophet na dadating muna before si Christ mag-ministry in the spirit of Elijah. At yun po, mga kaibigan, kasi po nung time na sinulat ng Malakay, mga kaibigan, from that, no, to Elijah o John the Baptist, that is 400 years gap, 400 years po na wala pong propetang binigay ang Panginoon. So ang hudyat po, mga kaibigan, pag once meron na pong propeta na mag-preach before na mag-minister yung Messiah, alam na nila na doon na napufulfill yung prophecy. At yun nga po, mga kaibigan, na si John the Baptist nga po, talaga pong tinawag siya na siya yung prophet with the spirit of Elijah in Luke chapter 1 verse 17, and he shall go before him in the spirit and the power of Elias, that's Elijah, to turn the hearts of the fathers to children and the disobedient to the wisdom of the just, to make ready a people prepared for the Lord. Yun po, mga kaibigan, no? So, ang problema lang sa mga skriba at parasiyo at mga priest do, hindi po nila tinanggap na si John the Baptist po was the prophet na sinasabi doon sa Malakay, no? At kaya nga po, mga kaibigan, maraming tao dyan in the sanctuary, kung inyo pong ma-recall to, yung Luke chapter 1, nung gumagawa po si Zacharias ng kanyang course, no, bilang isang priest, no, sa sanctuary, marami pong taong nakapalibot. So yan po, mga kaibigan, yung mga taong yan was the witness na si John the Baptist has been conceived at that time. So, ibig po sabihin, pag na-count po nila yung 10 months na yon, si John the Baptist po ay mapapanganak on that day of a Feast of Unleavened Bread. At yan po ang magpapatunay na si John po, during the ministry of Jesus Christ, was preaching. So, ibig po sabihin, mga kaibigan, yung mga witness na yun, alam nila na si John pala was the prophets na kanilang hinintay will coming in the spirit and power of Elijah. Yun po. At ito po ay hindi po ito tinanggap ng mga priest, scriba, at ng mga interpreter of the law, mga kaibigan, sa kanilang time. At ito din po, kinonfirm din po ni Jesus Christ na si John the Baptist po was the prophet na kanilang hinihintay that come in the spirit and the power of Elijah. That is Matthew chapter 17 verse 10 to 13. Mga kaibigan, ito po ang nakasulat. And his disciples asked him, saying, why then say the scribes and that Elias must come first? Yun. And Jesus Christ said and answered, said unto them, Elias truly shall first come and restore all things. No, nauna na nga talaga si Elijah. No? But I say unto you that Elijah is come already. Nandun na. And they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. Likewise, also the Son of Man suffer of them. Then, ito po ang pagkasabi, the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist. So, na-confirm po na yung prophet na hinintay nila to fulfill the prophecy, that is John the Baptist coming in the spirit and power of Elijah. So, nakita naman po natin mga kaibigan, atin pong na nalaman na si Prophet po John the Baptist was born in the month of Nisan. That is the feast of unleavened bread, not June. Kasi yung Nisan between March and April po yan mga kaibigan. So paano po nakapasok yung June 24 na yun, mga kaibigan, the celebration of St. John the Baptist daw. Ito po, The Biggest Secret, page 53 by David Icke. The Feast of Tammuz was on June 23rd and celebrated his ascension from the underworld when he was resurrected. Tammuz was also known as Joannes, the fish god, and Joannes was the version of the name John. Yun, binigay pala nila lang kay John yung Feast of Tammuz na June 23. Bakit po 23 nakalagay diyan? So atin mong discover yan mga kaibigan, no? So ibig po sabihin pala mga kaibigan, yung June 24 po at yung December 25, iisa lang pong tao yung sineselebrate nila. At yan po ay si Tammuz, the false Messiah of the pagan. So, ibig po sabihin mga kaibigan, yung kinikilala po nilang Diyos ng Roman Catholic Church was not Jesus Christ. That was Tammuz because of their celebrations na kanilang sineselebrate on that specific day, mga kaibigan. So ito po ang sabi pa dyan. For the reason, John has been used as a symbol for Tammuz, Nimrod in symbolic character like John the Baptist. So ginamit na po nila si John the Baptist, no? Para lang po mga kaibigan, mapatunayan nila na si Jesus Christ was born on December 25. Ay isa lang palang tao yung kanilang sinasamba at that time, and that was Tammuz, the false pagan Messiah. No? The 23rd, the Feast of Tammuz became the Christian day called St. John's Eve. Yung 23rd po dyan mga kaibigan, that is midnight po. O yung Eve, St. John Eve po dyan, that is midnight po ng 23rd. Kaya pala po mga kaibigan, they are observing the day, the reckoning day in midweek. Kasi po, meron pong gods dyan mga kaibigan na kanilang sineselebrate. Bakit December 23rd ng hating gabi? So, December 24 ng hating gabi sila kumakain ng tinatawag nilang Buena Noche o Noche Buena. Ayaw ko kung ano pang ibig sabihin saan sa kanila doon. Kasi po, yan po yan po midnight po kasi pinanganak si Tammuz. No, at dito naman sa June 24 po is midnight po of 23 naman po yan. So that's why po napaka-importante sa kanila yung midnight to midnight day observance. Kaya nga po yung sa video ko ng calendar, kaya ko po sinabi na that is the day reckoning of the Antichrist, the papacy, because of this celebration, mga kaibigan. Tingnan nyo lang po yung video ko dyan ng calendar. Okay, ito Babylons. Ano rin pa sinasabi ang sinasabi dito ni Alexander Hislop. The name John the Baptist, on the other hand, is in the sacred language adopted by the Roman Church was Joan. No? Inadaptin po ng Roman Catholic Church yan. To make the festival of June 24, midnight po yan ng 23, that suit Christians and pagans alike. All that was needful was just to call the festival of Joannes. And thus the Christians who suppose that they were honoring John the Baptist, while the pagans were still worshiping their old god Joannes or Tammuz. So if you observe June 24 po mga kaibigan, you are worshiping the god of the fish, Janus. God of the fish. So meron po diyang istorya mga kaibigan kung paano po napulin yung Babylon. Ito po mga kaibigan, the great empire of prophecy, no? The month Tammuz was named in honor to the god of Tammuz, the Babylonian Adonis, who married their Venus or Ishtar, that is Easter Sunday, si Easter po. At meron po tayong video niyan mga kaibigan. The 14th of Tammuz was regularly time to celebrate their union with the last vicious orgies. Alam naman po natin mga kaibigan, na yung month of Tammuz is between June and July. So yung 14 dyan mga kaibigan, pag inyo pong tinignan yun, ay mapo-fall po talaga in June 24. Kasi in the middle of June siya eh. Alam niyo pa mga kaibigan, yung umpisa po ng month of Tammuz sa Gregorian calendar in the middle of June. Kaya po 14 po dyan mga kaibigan. If you add 10, of course, that is 24. At dito din po mga kaibigan, natalo yung Babylon. No? In this day, all the days of women took part in the horrible rites. Yung kanila pong celebration na Tammuz mga kaibigan, on that day, ano po talaga, napakasahol. Ngayon po, hindi po nila yan magagawa ngayon na parang aso kung saan na lang sila alam niyo na, no? Nagpo-fornicate. No? And it was the feast of the kings, princes, wives, and concubines that Babylon was taken and Belshazzar was slain. Kung yung Daniel chapter 5 po mga kaibigan, yun po ay sineselebrate nila in the month of Tammuz. Kaya po nakuha yung Babylon because sa kanyang time mga lasing po yung mga soldiers ni King Belshazzar. At nakita niyo na po mga kaibigan, tiniming po talaga ni Cyrus the Great na yan po ay sasalakayin nila in the month of Tammuz kasi po yung Babylon at that time nagse-celebrate ng month of Tammuz. At alam niyo po mga kaibigan, yung river Euphrates na dyan, malalim po, high tide po. Kaya po hindi sila makapasok doon sa Babylon kasi po yung gate ng Babylon nandyan po sa river, Euphrates River. So bago ka pumasok sa Babylon, dadaan ka muna sa Euphrates River sa kanilang gate. So yung ginawa po ni King Cyrus, mga kaibigan, ni King Darius, dinivert po nila yung tubig. Gumawa po sila ng kanal sa dulo, papunta ng River Euphrates at yung tubig po mga kaibigan bigla pong bumabaw. At yun, nakapasok sila doon sa Babylon na wala man lang silang naengkwentro kasi po lasing lahat ang mga soldado ni King Belshazzar at nakuha nila yung Babylon. Yun po mga kaibigan, no? In the month of Tammuz, June 24 was not the celebration of John the Baptist, that was the celebration of Tammuz. Kinonstruct lang po niyan nila mga kaibigan just to nilagay na yan po ay celebration of John the Baptist para lang ma-reconcile yung December 25 as the birthday of Tammuz kasi po 6 months gap po yan mga kaibigan. And according to the Bible, John the Baptist and Jesus Christ was 6 months gap po sila. Kaya po ang laki-laki ng panluloko ng Roman Catholic Church mga kaibigan sa mga tao ngayon. Kaya po in Revelation 17 verse 2, all the world drunk po, and the inhabitants of the earth were drunk of the wine of their fornication. Lahat po na nakatira sa ating mundo ay nadayaan nga po nito ng Roman Catholic Church. Ulit po mga kaibigan, ito po ay huwag nyo sanang sabihin na ina-atake ko yung inyong mga belief. Ito po ay pawang katotohanan lang at meron po tayong mga source. Hindi lang pong isang libro, kundi 3 pong libro yung source natin mga kaibigan. At sabi ni Christ, 1 or 2 or 3 witness, the truth shall be established. Ulit po, ito po si Erwin Silva, and you shall know the truth.